Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone. Welcome everyone to another Ref Brandon and the Todd family YouTube video, wherever you are, whatever you may be doing. Thank you so much for making Ref Brandon and the Todd family a part of your day. We always greatly appreciate it. If you've been following the channel, you know that on either Thursday or Friday one, I said that coming up later on, I would go ahead and start previewing a few of the local NFL teams since it is now August and high school football pretty much starts everywhere sometime this month. And of course, college football has week 0 coming up on August the 28th, but there's only 5 games that Saturday. So, of course, next month, right after college football starts, the NFL will be starting. Opening weekend will be coming up on Sunday, September the 12th, 1 week after college football has week number 1. So it's basically 4 weeks until college football starts, with week 0 coming up August 28th, and 6 weeks until the NFL season starts. So today we're going to be taking a look at the Carolina Panthers, and I'll give you my prediction on how many games I think they'll win this year. But before I get into that, I want to make a quick shout out to my buddy James. And the only reason I'm doing it is because he's a Clemson fan all the way up in Illinois. So I wanted to tell him thanks so much for subscribing, and you keep showing your Tiger pride all the way in Illinois. Now, if you follow the Panthers or just the NFL in general, then you know the Panthers last year won 5 games. Of course, last year it was 16 games, and starting this year, they'll play 17 games. Now, I'm a big fan of Matt Rule. I think if they'll give him time, which they should, because they gave Ron Rivera plenty of time, I think Matt Rule will turn the Panthers around. I'm a big fan of what he is doing, and of course they went out and got Sam Darnold, who will be their quarterback this year. Now, last year it was Teddy Bridgewater, and I think Teddy Bridgewater was a good quarterback, but for the scheme and the system that Matt Rule wants to run, I think Sam Darnold fits that system better. He's not a better athlete than Teddy Bridgewater, but he's a better quarterback for the system that Matt Rule wants to run. So the Panthers, I believe this year, in my opinion, are going to win 7 games. But now it would not surprise me if they won more than that. And the only reason I say that is this is the year that the NFC South and the NFC East are being matched up. So the Panthers are playing all 4 teams in the East, and none of those teams are exceptionally well. They also play the Jets this year, and they also play the Texans this year, and the Jets are pathetic, and the Texans may end up being the worst team in the NFL this year. It's funny, they went out and got Sam Darnold, and their first game this year on September the 12th is against the Jets. Now, the Saints also, I think, are going to be pathetic, and of course they're in the Panthers division, so the Panthers play them twice along with playing the Falcons twice, and they also play the Bucks twice. Now the Bucks are going to be just as good as they were last year, but we know Drew Brees retired. Now it's looking like more than likely the Saints are going to go with Jameis Winston as their starting quarterback, but for whatever reason Sean Payton has always had an infatuation with Taysom Hill. So Taysom Hill will probably play some, but I think the Saints will be better served to put him as a fullback or tight end or kick returner or something like that, and not at the quarterback. So I do think the Panthers will win 1 of their 2 games against the Falcons, and I think they'll also win 1 of their 2 games against the Saints. I got them beating the Jets. I got them beating the Texans. I think they'll beat the Eagles, and they'll beat the Giants, and I think they'll beat the Washington football team out of the NFC East. So I've got them right now at 7-10, which would be a 1.5 game improvement from last year, now that we've gone from 16 games to 17 games. But if Christian McCaffrey can stay healthy, it wouldn't surprise me at all if they ended up getting to 8 or 9 wins, because the Vikings are beatable. The Cowboys are beatable, but I don't think they'll beat the Cowboys. They also play the Patriots this year, and if the Patriots are the same team they were last year, they're beatable. They also play the Dolphins, who are also beatable, but I don't think they'll beat them. So I do have the Panthers right now at 7-10. But like I said, it wouldn't surprise me if they ended up getting to 8 or 9 wins. But I'm a big fan of Matt Rule, and I think they're headed in the right direction. So if you ask me right now, my opinion of the 2021 Carolina Panthers, I'm going to say their over-under win total right now is 7. So what say you? Do you agree with me? Is that too high, too low, or is that just right? Please feel free to drop your comments in the comment section and let me know how you feel about the upcoming 2021 Carolina Panthers football season. Now let's go ahead and get our dad joke of the day in here. Now we all know that the name Mark is sometimes spelled with a C or a K, depending on, how the parents choose to spell it. But why is it that the word dark is spelled with a K? It's because you can't see in the dark. And that wraps it up for today's Ref Brandon and the Todd Family YouTube video. Until next time, it's Ref Brandon saying, just like in pro wrestling, life can be over by the count of 3. Tell your friends and family how much you love them. Bye.